Good morning. Welcome to our first session. We're going to talk about Introduction to Management Information Systems. All right. So, to begin with, when I was doing my PhD research, I came across two schools of thought about technology. Philosophy has something to do with regards to how we perceive, what we believe, about technology. All right. And our philosophy, most of the times, will really influence our view, our approach, and our decisions with regards to technology. So let's discuss about determinism. In a deterministic point of view, they perceive technology as the force that shapes society. All right. So once a technology is launched, it will have a life of its own according to determinists. Okay, so an example of that would be the internet. So the internet is one of those technology revolutions that has really shaped society, how we communicate, how we relate with other people, how we run the business, and many other. Okay, so that's deterministic point of view. The antithesis of the first philosophy is we call as instrumentalism. Now, according to instrumentalism, they view technology as simply a means to achieve a specific end. In this perspective, technology is value neutral and is not a mediating force. It is simply a human controlled instrument, tool, or function. All right? So, behind the technology are human beings who are in control. Again, in this philosophy, managers, people will believe that technology is not a force, it's not an autonomous force. Behind the technology are human beings who made the decisions. Okay? We can still choose to adopt it or choose not to adopt it. Okay? So that's the instrumentalism point of view. Now, which of the two philosophies do you think are you more inclined to subscribe to? Okay? Are you a determinist or are you an instrumentalist? Maybe to answer that question, I think the proper view of technology could be a combination of both. All right? Yes, technologies are built by managers to serve the interests of the business enterprise. Okay? So that's instrumentalistic point of view. On the other hand, we have to be open also to the influences of technology and explore the possibilities, opportunities wherein we can take advantage of the market. Okay? So it should be a balance between the two philosophies. So how information systems are transforming the businesses as we speak. So first, massive spending on IT and systems. So organizations, time and again, are spending a lot of money for their technologies and for their systems. In fact, in many big banks, okay, uh, these companies are spending, multi-million dollar, investments on their IT infrastructure, including systems. So business sense and respond to rapidly changing customer demand. Okay, as we have might experience in the past or may we have learned in the past, customers today are very demanding. They want the kind of product, okay, they dictate the features, they like personalize, they like customize, okay, and then they like it where they want it to be delivered, okay, how they want it to be delivered, and when they want it to be delivered. So customers are very demanding today. So therefore, businesses have to sense and respond to this rapidly changing customer demand. Reduce inventories to the lowest possible levels. All right. So, in fact, there are many businesses, they don't have huge inventories. In fact, they don't have a warehouse. They're using someone else's warehouse to store their stocks. All right. And because of that, they managed to reduce inventories to the lowest possible levels just in time. Okay, so this philosophy by the Japanese have been there for many years, and it's only now that we are seeing it in real life. Okay, so reduce inventories to the lowest possible levels, achieve higher levels of operational efficiency. All right, so we are closing now to perfection. We have master the art of producing goods, okay, and then delivering these goods to the market. Okay, we achieve higher levels of operational efficiency. In fact, companies today are really up to operational excellence, reduce downtime, right? Reduce waiting time, reduce turnaround time, increase throughput, eliminating waste, all of those, okay? We achieve higher levels of operational efficiency. And then we bring that product to the market with, the lowest cost, with the least time, in the most secure way. All right? So that's it. Again, the business enterprises have been transformed. As I mentioned, supply chains have become more fast-paced, and that is now the just-in-time philosophy of the Japanese. In one of the cases, we're going to discuss about Otis elevator, and in a construction site, is it a good practice or a bad practice to deliver the elevator ahead of time? All right. And we shall be discussing some of the issues surrounding that practice. All right. Hundreds of millions of people receive news online, read, write blogs. This one we cannot overemphasize. Social networking sites are being used by businesses to connect to employees, customers, and managers worldwide. In fact, post COVID-19, this will be the new normal. Okay. Employers will be communicating with their distant employees abroad, okay, including their customers and their suppliers and managers worldwide. E-commerce and internet advertising are booming. In fact, it is at its peak as we speak. Okay, in Kenya, we talk about Jumia, Sky Garden, global companies like eBay, Amazon, and so on. And the business enterprise is also flattening. Okay, again, these are because of information systems, as we have learned in our previous discussions. Okay, so used to be a very hierarchical organizational structure with so many layers of management. All right. So, in the traditional brick and mortar type of business model, we used to have, so many layers of management. Why? Because, people need to be supervised in order to deliver. And as we grow in terms of scope, in terms of geographies, in terms of size, we hire more managers to supervise employees, okay? And then supervisors and more managers to supervise regions, okay? But because of information systems, we managed to achieve operational excellence, okay? So therefore, we don't need many layers of management, all right? So one single manager is able to manage more people and in bigger geographical area. Therefore, we don't need so many layers of management. And also because of information systems that support in decision making. So even junior managers will be able to do, expert decisions because of information systems. And then decentralization. Gone are the days wherein, all decisions, all transactions, okay, are done at the central office or HQ. Today, even branches are able to make those decisions. Why? Because they have access to information. So decentralization would enable the company to respond quickly to the changing, customer demands. All right, as we discussed in the previous slides. Next is flexibility. Again, it's because of the changing customer demands, the business enterprise must be flexible in responding to these changing customer demands. Okay, in the past, there's only one way of doing business. In a brick and mortar type of business model, there's only one way to serve the customer. All right, come up with a physical store, come up with a physical premises, and then customers would go and transact and do business in those physical environments. But today, there are many ways. For example, to have your banking activities, you don't have to physically, go to the banking hall. Okay, you can go to an agent, or you can do online banking, or you can do mobile banking. All right, so flexibility. Location independence. Today, the world, okay, has become a small global village. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you are. So you can do business even though you're on vacation. You can do business in anywhere of the world as long as you have internet connection. Let me just go back to the fourth transformation, location independence. For example, our salespeople, do they need a physical office if they go to the field to be able to access our information system? No, it doesn't have to. Okay, it doesn't matter where they are. Okay, so they can access our information systems wherever they are. So it's location independence. Low transaction and coordination costs. Again, it's because of information systems. Okay, to look for a supplier, to look for new customers, or to uh, produce a particular product using now partners and outsource suppliers. It doesn't have to be expensive anymore. Low transaction and coordination costs. Okay, due to using our computer networks and the internet and our information systems. And because people have access to information, they are empowered. They can make decisions, they can make the right judgment call with regards to a particular product, a particular customer, a particular supplier, or even to our partners. Okay? And then collaborative work and teamwork. It is very common today that employees from many different parts of the world collaborate and work on the same project. Okay? And then serve the same customer. And we see transformation of industrial economies. So it has become knowledge and information based economies. Okay, so from agricultural to industrial now to knowledge and information based economies. There are many knowledge workers. Okay, new products and new services. We are seeing today new products and new services. Things that were not possible in the past, we are seeing now. Okay, like online buying, okay, of goods and services. Okay, and of course, because of combinatorial innovation, the product life cycle has become shorter. Okay, from time to time we see new products and new services, therefore existing products are becoming more obsolete. Okay, therefore the product life cycle has shortened. Knowledge is a central and productive and strategic asset. Okay, So that's why there are many companies in the stock market, for example, they perform better than other companies. Why? Because they have special knowledge on how to create, produce, and then sell products and deliver services to the customers. Okay, so knowledge now has become a central, productive, and strategic asset. And lastly, time-based competition. Okay, we have come to a point wherein every second counts. Okay, every minute counts. If we are down, if we are offline, we are losing opportunities, we are missing customers. All right, so we are now in that period in our history wherein, time is very important. Again, it is crucial for managers to be able to make, you know quick and accurate decisions. Okay, because again, it's because of the uh, changing customer demands. Okay, and fast pace of changes and developments in the world that we are seeing today. Okay, so what is new in MIS? So we shall be talking about what is new in terms of technologies, management, and organization. In terms of technology, of course, cloud computing platform emerges as a major business area of innovation today. Everything now is online. Okay, there are many companies who are now subscribing to cloud computing. They don't have to invest in ICT infrastructure. Okay, that will require a lot of capital expenditure. Okay, many companies today are subscribing to operational expenditure or OPEX. Okay, and it is because of cloud computing. And then there's growth in software as a service. Again, this is an extension of cloud computing. Big data and business analytics. So in the past, data are being produced, generated by transactions made by customers through our employees. Okay, and then because of the internet, okay, and now even customers are generating data on their own. Okay, so we need business intelligence there to analyze those type of data. But today, as we speak, even machines generate data. Okay? So therefore, we would require new tools that would be able to analyze, non-structured type of data like videos, audio type, and pictures type of data. And that's where we require big data and business analytics that will give us some insights of what customers really want. Okay, and the behavior of customers. And then we see now the advancement of artificial intelligence in the form of robotics. So as we speak, and in the few coming years, okay, we will be interacting with robots. We will be interacting with very intelligent artificial, intelligent software. In terms of managers, so managers adopt online collaboration and social networking software to improve coordination, collaboration, and knowledge sharing, as we have discussed earlier. Managers also adopt millions of mobile tools, such as smartphones, mobile internet devices, to accelerate decision making and improve performance. That's why, as I mentioned a while ago, you know, uh, uh, salespeople, when they go out there, we don't need physical offices. All they need is the internet connection, mobile apps, okay, and mobile tools, and of course internet connection. And then virtual meetings proliferate as we speak. By the way, many transactions, many activities are being done online. Okay, online. In fact, even classes are being done online. Okay, and I think this will be the new normal in the coming days. In the organizations, well, telework gains momentum in the workplace. If there is one new normal that will happen after COVID-19 is this telework. Okay, so organizations would now choose to have their employees work from home. Okay, not only in the same location, in the same locality or city, maybe in different parts of the country, or maybe in the different countries in a particular continent, or in many different continents. Okay. And then, of course, now we see co-creation of business value. Okay, so customers, suppliers, partners, collaborators, and regulators will be co-creating business value together. Okay, so what are the strategic business objectives of information systems? There is a growing interdependence between a company's ability to use information technology and its ability to implement corporate strategies and achieve corporate goals. That's why one of the developments in the recent past is, uh, information systems role is not only for to support managers in decision making. It has really evolved into something like strategic information systems, being able now to, enable businesses to achieve corporate strategies, all right, and achieve corporate goals. So, what the business would like to do in the next 5 years often depends on what its system will be able to do. There are some companies that are unable to expand to a new market. They are unable to introduce new products, new services, okay? They cannot open new branches. Why? It's because their systems are unable to do so. Their systems are unable to support, okay, these initiatives. Therefore, it is important that, you know, we have to have a robust information system if we want to achieve business objectives. Now, what are those things that businesses would like to do in the next 5 years? Maybe they wanted to increase market share, or maybe they wanted to become a high quality or low cost producer of certain products and services. Maybe they wanted to develop new products, okay? And then they wanted to increase employee productivity. All of these things that they wanted to do in the next 5 years sometimes are not possible because their systems are unable to help and to support them. Therefore, investments in IT and IS, okay, are geared towards one, operational excellence. Two, businesses wanted to produce new products, new services, and come up with a new business model. And then achieve customer and supplier intimacy. Okay? Improve decision making, competitive advantage. And in some industries, companies, you know, invest in IT and IS is because for of survival reasons. Okay, maybe it is these necessities are being dictated by the industry, by the sector. Okay, the competitors have moved on. Therefore, companies have no choice but to implement IT and IS for survival reasons. Okay. All right. So to end this discussion, uh, I have a question for us to discuss. Okay, so information systems are too important to be left to computer specialists. Now, as a business person, okay, would you agree? Why or why not? Okay, so I'll give this as an assignment to you, and we shall be discussing in our next session. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and if you have any question, you can leave your comments down below, and we shall be discussing them as we open for our new session.